Now it says we're live.
Are we live?
I believe
I'm waiting
so.
for it to pop up on my screen.
My ticker's running right now. 14, 16.
Can you guys see us?
Chat's open.
Okay, now I see it. I see it on your screen. I see it on my screen. All right. We are cooking with Crisco. What's going on, guys? Happy Monday,
Good evening.
December 19th.
Good evening.
Welcome, Massalorian. I'm sure folks are glad to know, Massalorian, that we didn't have a falling out. We just had a communication problem yesterday.
Right. It was a lack of communication.
The clown talk that goes on YouTube just never ceases to amaze me, Johnny.
It's amazing. It is. It truly is. Truly is. But you know what? That's what keeps us young, right?
That's it.
If
Keeps
not,
us entertained. You know, if it wasn't for
Yes.
these entertainment channels, we wouldn't have shit to laugh at.
We really would.
How was your day?
We really wouldn't.
How was your day?
Good. Good. Yourself? Good.
Well, I mean, other than the market being shit and people losing their fucking minds, which is what we're going to talk about tonight. People losing their fucking minds. Sorry for the French. It might get a little raunchy in here tonight. I haven't had a drink yet, but I got one poured. Johnny, let's say hi to some folks while we're waiting for the live stream to start up.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to spark up.
Let me start up here.
Let's spark up a fatty.
Go for it. Go for it. Sayo Zone. We got Apes Blazing Does Stuff. Gorilla Gardener. Good evening. Derek A. What's up, my man? Adrian, what's good? I just popped on. Yeah, it was Tony earlier. I didn't even get Tony's notification last night that he was going live, and he's in my top 5. I have everything turned on for Tony. And when I was scouting before I came on to make sure I was the only one, it wasn't even in queue. So very nice. Very nice. Thanks, YouTube.
I did not get a notification you were going live. Pantheon sent me a message, said, "Hey, how come you and Mass aren't going on live?" I was like, "What the fuck, man? We planned this since Friday to go on live together. I've been trying to get a hold of them all day, and technology,
okay.
guys.
It's okay.
We're here tonight.
Blame YouTube. Blame YouTube. Lambo Music says, I don't trust AA anymore. Chris, good evening. Karen C. KYP, what's up, my girl? Bimmer Boy, MD, SU Ray, James Walsh. Hammer, what's going on, brother? Rogue Ape, Andrew Franchise, Duke of Wall Street, Sam I Am, myself, Tyler B, God's Holy Nut. Wow, that's one in a hell of a name. Maggie Acorn, how you doing, dear? But Donkey Kong, Gorilla Gardener, and I'm at Thomas B right now. Thomas B, thanks for the email, bro. Appreciate you.
TMI's baby mama, what's up? Captain Billy Blazing, what's up? I sent Phil a link also, by the way, Massalorian, because he was originally scheduled to go on at 8, and I think he got tied up, whatever he had going on in life. But I really was hoping to hear what happened with him. You know, Adam Aaron was down there in Orlando, and Phil was going to let us know what words were said. So I sent him an invite if he wants to come on later tonight, since we didn't get to hear from him prior to our stream starting up.
That's another thing I was thinking about earlier about the acquisition. Hopefully that's the reason he'll come up here to the area. I hope. Be nice.
I thought I saw on his list that Boston was on his list like a month ago.
Oh, he did? Okay. Well, I'll be there. I was thinking the other day, maybe I'll go down and just scout out the area and show you guys some footage of like what it's like around there. Because it is a hopping spot. I mean, that place is constant with foot traffic and living as far as like condos and everything. I mean, you're right there in the center of it all. So it's a great spot that they got.
Since we're talking about that, and maybe not everyone knows what you're talking about, why don't we start off and let you go over the press release? And we got a few things in the press today, but apparently AMC's buying some theaters up in your area. That was included. You want to go through that press release real quick?
100%. So this is for business update, fourth quarter, AMC, December 31st, 2022. They are talking here. There was a couple different comments they made. One about APE, as far as how many they had sold, that they had 153.2 million gross cash proceeds so far. They went on to talk about some of the repurchase of their debt. The previously announced Odeon debt refinancing, AMC reduced the principal amounts of its debt by approximately $107 million, bringing the total principal debt reduction during 2022 to $180. So not bad. They saved a bunch of money. And that's just, look, it's not huge, like you said. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a ton of money, but it is better than nothing.
60 to
And
70% discount, whatever the amount is, I'll take that all day.
yeah, I mean, that's a huge, huge, deep discount. So then I went on to talk about the announcement of an acquisition of the 13-screen former ArcLight Cinema Theater, located at which, if you guys don't know, that's North Station in Boston, where the Celtics and the Bruins play. But they just have built up that area in the last 10 years with lots of condos. There's a lot of residents down there in that area now. It's not so much a financial district. It's more of a residential area. So they built that whole place up with shops, and the movie theater is brand new. The Hub on Conference, large-scale mixed-use development at North Station in Boston, Mass. This theater is brand new, having opened in December of 2019 and closed only 3 months later due to COVID-19. So it's a brand new theater that Adam Aaron is on the ball, picking up, that's going to turn a profit immediately. And I don't know how much they have invested in this, but I mean, we just got to take over a brand new theater and start bringing in some cash from it. So, and it's, like I said, I'm going to go down and get some pictures, maybe some video of the area. And if I can get inside the theater, maybe I'll do that too. But it's a great area. This theater will probably do a lot of business. I'm assuming it will be a high process. Go ahead.
How many AMC theater locations were there in Boston?
So within downtown, there's only one. There's Boston Common, which is right on Tremont Street, right across from the Common and the State House. And that's, I would say that's probably a good 4 or 5 miles. But that area where this stadium is, where the garden is, used to be a very financial area, a lot of financial buildings, a lot of banks. State Street Bank is over there, Federal Reserve is over there. But in the last 10 years, it's become high. They built a lot of high-rise, high-end buildings, and it's expensive to live down there. So I'm sure this is going to be a good spot to bring in money. I think and I saw pictures of the inside. It's really, really nice inside. I mean, it's high class. It's no joke inside. So we'll see. I think it's good. Adam Aaron is just on top of his game. He is putting our money to work to bring in more money, right? You need to spend money to make money. And I think this is this is a no-brainer. You pick up this theater.
So the point of what we're going to talk about tonight is this dilution of APE and everybody getting mad about dilution. I don't know how they expect $5 billion in debt to be paid off. We're going to talk about that, but first, I see some people asking about Cosmos, COSM. Again, I think Massalorian, you got a clip that you want to play, guys. I said on Friday that there was going to be a more than likely CEO Handbook 101, that there would be dilution on Cosmos after the reverse split and the price ran up. Guess what happened when we woke up this morning, Massalorian? A dilution announcement from Cosmos. And someone said to me in chat, but Tony, it's only 2 million shares. Well, the float after the reverse split's only like 6 million shares. So 2 million, 2.8 million shares plus 2.8 million warrants. That's a hell of a big dilution.
You're almost doubling your float. Yeah.
But I'm not going to be talking about Cosmos tonight. Let's just say the company needed cash. That was their biggest weakness. And so that's why it was so predictable to me on Friday that a dilution would come. When you do a reverse split, you free up shares that were previously issued. They come back to the company because you're reducing the float by a factor of 25. It was a no-brainer that they were going to dilute. But the only positive spin I can put on that is, if you like the company Cosmos, it's now better positioned cash-wise. Whether it's a good investment or not, I'm not here to say that. I'm not giving anybody buy, sell, or hold recommendations. Cosmos, I'm just sharing news. Whether or not the play is dead, I don't know. I mean, last night I talked about Friday, my thoughts that Cosmos was not a short squeeze. It was a squeeze based on half the supply was constrained because nobody could trade. The price got artificially low. in pre-market, and people took advantage of that. And then it became a FOMO roller coaster runaway. And God bless people that were able to make money. I love to see that. I feel sad for the people that couldn't trade, but some of them were able to trade today. Some of them still weren't. And with the dilution announcement and the people now being able to trade that couldn't sell on Friday, not surprising that it closed at 759 today. I'm not in that play anymore. And because, you know, after a dilution announcement, I need to wait and see where the price stabilizes. That's just
right.
Reverse split and dilution are bearish things.
It's got to find some technical pattern you can follow.
Yeah. Now I'm on a wait and see with Cosmos. I was only momentum trading it to begin with. So let's hear the clip you got. Do you have that queued up?
Absolutely. Yep. This is Radio Gold. So I'm just going to share my screen. All right. So for all of you who know anything about the stock market, you should immediately hear something that rings as off in this statement. Here we go.
Share your screen so I can share the audio. All right. I think I have to mute myself. Did you click on enable system sounds?
Yep, that should be it. Oh, in my settings?
When you did the screen share, there's a little box to enable sounds.
Hold on. Let me try it again. Try from scratch. Chrome tab. Well, entire screen. Chrome tab. Share auto text. Got it. Okay. Try it again. Might be because there's no volume. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Coming in on the that's not coming in on the computer, is it? Tell me now. Now?
I don't hear anything yet. I heard it for a second. No. Oh wait, I gotta turn on the screen share. Now try it.
Nasdaq today, and because there was an appeal on the 10 rule, they fell below $1 today. Would have never made, they would have been delisted. So if you've been following this, which I ask you everybody to do your own due diligence, they applied and were approved for split a month ago. The CEO on his own made the decision to pull the trigger. Two things happened today. COSM no longer exists. The new ticker that you will...
You're breaking up a bit. 2 seconds.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Hold on. Okay, the new ticker for COSM is CUSIP. Cat, Universe, Sam, Ice, Peter. CUSIP. COSM no longer exists.
I thought this was a fucking joke. You found it on a
clip. I said, oh my God, I got to clip this and put it up. Holy shit. Wow, he was writing it down and everything. He's actually he's taking the bull by the horns these days.
I mean, if he worked on Wall Street, he should have known that QSIP is the background tracker. Like what, Massalorian? If you ever said some shit like that to me, I wouldn't be writing it down. I'd be slapping you through the phone.
Here's the thing: the fact that Bill doesn't—that's what blows my mind even more. He's the inside man. Why is he talking FUD?
God damn. Well.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I thought that was fun.
No wonder they keep on losing people's money on plays.
All
right. Moving on. Cosmos is what it is. I'm sorry if you guys are still stuck in it. Contact your brokers.
Make sure they didn't change the ticker.
There's no fucking short squeeze on Cosmos. It was a play on news. It was a momentum trade. All of this short squeeze shit on Cosmos was made up bullshit. and we were in it for momentum or news, and now we've got 2 bits of relatively bad news until the next good news about an acquisition comes out. Bad news being a reverse split, and bad news being a dilution. It is what it is. A name change, a QSIP change, those are not short squeeze catalyst. You can hate me all you want. Moving on, AMC. Speaking of dilution, Massalorian, how much did they dilute today with APE?
Give me a second. Let's see. 162 million. No, that's the cash that they brought in from it. 125 million. Sorry, apes.
So in the previous announcement, they sold like how many million shares? It was 25 million, I think, at an average price of 244. And I did the math this morning because they announced the total dilution now, including the previous. And the new average of what he's selling at, including the previous shares, is around $1.14 a share. Okay. Now,
yep.
I know that some of you were on Twitter a few months ago saying that Adam Aron was going to have Citibank sell these to the highest bidder off the market, for whatever price they could get, $20, $100, $500 a share, which was always bullshit. And I called it out back then. These APE are offered at the market price. And no, none of us are happy that he's selling it cheap. And all of us wish that he would have sold it at $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. We're all right there with you guys. Nobody's making any excuses for them selling it at $1.14. But when I got asked a million times this morning, why is he selling it? Well, you know what, the Massalorian, what do you think the number one thing that people are going to put the microscope on when they announce the next quarterly earnings might be?
I'm sorry. Ask me again, Tony. You cut out for a sec.
Any ideas what the number one thing that any analyst or bearish person is going to put AMC under the microscope for when we do the next quarterly announcement?
Besides our debt?
Besides the debt, the next big thing is cash position, liquidity.
What are we down to?
Well, I mean, with the recent sales of APE, I think he said it's 725 to 825, including the credit facility, is what we're going to be at. But if he had not sold more APE, well, the company's still not generating positive revenue. This is no secret, right?
Yeah.
So the longer they let the cash draw down without doing something, the shakier the future of the company gets, and the more the bears are going to turn the screws. So as Adam Aron and AMC said, APE is there to raise money. This is where you're going to have to put your big boy pants on and decide if you want to stay in this play or not, because APE is there for them to pay off the debt. I don't know why people are saying, AMC is going to, first of all, are they going to buy back shares? No, they need to conserve cash. Share buyback is what companies do with excess cash when they're flush with cash. There's not going to be any share buyback, in my opinion. But getting into APE, we're going to be dealing with APE for however many years it takes for them to address the debt or get to a positive revenue situation. And that is not going to be next quarter or 2 quarters from now. So I think all this talk about APE is going to be converted back to AMC. Why are you saying that? Like, don't you guys can agree, right, that he created APE to pay off the debt, to dilute until the debt's paid off? So
do you want to hear what he had to say about APE in the statement? He made a statement about it here in the press release. He said, even the APE units and our common shares are economically equivalent. It is disappointing that the APE units have since inception consistently traded at a significant discount to the AMC common share. While the trading price of the two securities seem to reflect distinct market and trading dynamics, the APEs are serving precisely the purpose originally intended for them. At a time when one or more of our competitors has been facing potentially devastating liquidity challenges, By contrast, during the past 90 days, AMC has been able to raise $162 million of additional cash through the sale of equity, thereby improving our liquidity position markedly. Boom.
I got 2 follow-ups to that. Number one, I tweeted Adam Aaron today and I said, okay, it's good that you finally said something, Adam, that APE is being treated unfairly relative to AMC because they are economically equivalent, right?
Yes, there was a
You're
split.
not
Yeah.
avoiding dilution by holding AMC. If APE is sold, AMC is getting diluted. Let's just get that straight. And anybody that wants to debate it, come on in the, hit me up in chat and I'll walk you through it. It's or look up the formula for diluted earnings per share or look at the income statement. AMC is diluted every time APE is issued. So let's get over that. But I said, Adam, you need to explain, like people are 5 years old, why APE is not inferior to AMC. It's ridiculous that we're letting it get beat down due to misinformation.
Yeah,
that's all it is. It's
pretty much.
misinformation, and people are scared because they have been given misinformation. They're not buying it. They're buying AMC, but you're not doing yourself any favors just buying AMC. If you think, oh, well, I'll avoid dilution, or I don't want to risk having APE converted. I just want to hold AMC. Guys, there's more APE out there now, which has equal votes than there are AMC shares. Guess what's going to happen a few years down the road when they vote to convert? Everybody who owns APE, and there might be billions of them by then, is going to vote to convert it. So you're also not going to spare yourself. It's coming back home at some point, like it or not. But that time is not going to be anytime soon. The second point that I wanted to say about that sentence or two that you read, that they're using APE to pay off the debt, right? And that's a good summary of what you said.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep. That was what they intended for.
Charles Gasbagarino tweeted today with his little dig on AMC. Oh, Adam Aaron's diluting the shareholders by selling APE and saving the company by generating cash at the shareholders' expense. No shit, Charles Gasparino. But I almost put out a video today, Massalorian, that said Charles Gasparino confirms AMC is not going bankrupt. Like,
right.
he didn't want to say
raising
it.
cash.
He didn't want to say it, but he's as much as admitting that AMC is not going bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing that I want you guys to realize. Yes, you might be facing some additional dilution, and the market fucking sucks right now. I'm expecting a major market correction between now and March, and everything you hold is going to go down, including
Great.
GameStop, AMC, APE, Tesla, Apple, everything. So buckle in. You're in a high interest rate recessionary market. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be quick, and you're not going to enjoy it until it's over. Then you're going to look back with fond memories saying, I'm glad I bought Tesla. I'm glad I bought Apple. I'm glad I bought Google. I'm glad I bought APE at 50 cents, 70 cents, whatever. As long as the companies you are buying aren't going bankrupt when the economy recovers, you're going to be fine. Right now, I'm sorry, if you've been listening to channels that have been telling you date after date, clickbait after clickbait, that's why you're pissed off, because people don't understand how the market works, and they don't understand what APE was for. And if you don't like that, then, consider a different investment. This is a long play now, unless some miracle catalyst comes along. And every day I wake up hoping one does. But I don't plan my investments around that.
Can I say something
All
about
right,
Tesla real quick?
I talked enough, Massalorian. Take it over for a second.
So as far as I want to mention this about Tesla. So last night, but right before I went to sleep after the live stream, I saw that Jeremy from the Quartering was on talking about Elon saying, putting the vote up for if he should step down as CEO of Twitter. And,
Yeah.
I wrote in my message, I said, Elon, I'm like, you are you are their god. Like, you are eons ahead of any other EV company out there, battery company out there. You own the rights to the semi that's going to be the future, transporter of big rigs, apparently, according to the administration. You are their god. So you don't have to bow down to them. They have to bow to you. Like, I think people forget how far ahead of the competition Tesla is. Even the fact that Toyota the other day said that they're downsizing their amount of money they're putting into EV technology and research. Like, they're going to focus. They're supposed to put more money towards it, and they tightened up that budget going forward. Just saying that we're not ready to make that transition yet, and there's a lot of companies out there that aren't ready to make that transition yet. So whatever their big plans are, it's going to involve Tesla. Don't you forget it.
I heard that Elon's plan always was to have someone take over Twitter, and he's probably just doing this vote because he already knows what he's going to do once he identifies who that person is.
Massalorian.
I'll go do it. Fuck it.
I'd be fair. I would try to be, at least. So you think he's gonna give? What do you think he's gonna do? You think he's gonna give it up, or he's gonna give up the CEO?
No, he owns Twitter. He's gonna own Twitter till he turns it around and takes it public again, and does a new IPO. But he's got to establish profitability, and that company has been unprofitable for a long time.
Yeah, and they
so he's got to
cook those books. They probably cook those books too.
Well, I don't know if I don't know how can they survive that long and not focus on being profitable?
If you're backed by the CIA and the deep state, no problem.
I actually,
you wonder where 2.5 trillion went.
I actually like to see him sweating it a little bit, because I know he's worried. Like, how fast can I turn this thing around? Because this is eating me alive. Like, where was that sense of urgency with the previous ownership?
I know.
So I feel for him, but the fact that he feels a sense of urgency makes me think he has a shot at making it profitable.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. Yeah, I think Twitter will be okay. I just I don't know. Like, I didn't understand if he was saying that because he was gonna, get rid of the company and to show people like what it's like to be doxxed and what it's like to be suspended. Like, I didn't know if he was just trying to prove a point for $44 billion fucking dollars. Okay, so it's not what I thought it was, because I'm like, why is he putting this out? Because he's stuck to every poll he's put out. He's actually gone through with it. Even when they said, should bring back these journalists who doxed my kid. And he did. He brought them back right away. So
the people that invested money with him to buy the company, he told them that he was not going to be running the company day to day. He would initially, but not for the long term. Okay. So this is the plan. This is the plan.
Okay. So he's worried. He's actually worried about scaring away all of his big investors with this move. You think?
He's not worried about it. They already knew that he was going to hire a CEO. He'll continue ownership. He'll hire a CEO to run it day to day.
Okay. And he'll still be on the board and everything, right?
I don't know what his board position is. I don't know. I don't know if he has a position on the board. All right. I would assume he does as owner, but since it's a private company, I don't know. So
do you know what the results of the poll were, by any chance? Do you know what the results were?
Like 68% said quit quit running the company day to day.
Wow.
I was surprised when I woke up and saw that. I thought,
I'm shocked.
I thought that people would say, you're doing a great job, but I think he'll honor the poll as soon as he finds the right person to run the company.
He's honored every other one. I don't see him changing now.
Steven is in the chat. He says, Tony, please tell me everything's going to be okay. I have a $72 cost average. Steven, I know you're joking. I know you're joking because we often talk in our Discord. The people that are losing their goddamn minds right now is because they have one investment and they over leveraged or they bought too high. And I want to say to those people, I empathize with you. And if you care to subscribe to this channel, we will walk you through how to develop a risk balanced portfolio and not pull all your eggs in one basket, because that's not how I do it and that's not what I teach. I want you guys to have a broad portfolio. I want you to be, I spent my day today setting up alerts and buy-in targets on a host of different blue chip companies that I've been adding to and that I'm going to continue adding to in this upcoming market correction that I think is coming. So I got all my alerts set. So I don't have to sit there and babysit watching the red lines all day. When it goes off, I'll buy a little. I'll move the line down a little bit. When the next one goes off, I'll buy some more. And I'd like to see all of you develop good investment strategies of diversifying your portfolio. And for sure, what I always talk about that for some reason pisses people off, wait for a good entry on shit. Like, we don't need to be chasing stuff at the top if we think it's going lower. I don't know why that is why people get so mad at that. Oh, Tony, you said you're not going to buy Mullen till it hits 15 cents now. You must be a bear. No, I'm waiting for a good entry. That's good. And that might not even be a good entry on Mullen. I'm just using that as an example, right? Tony, you said you're going to wait for Highcroft to go below 50 cents. It's 50 cents now. Are you buying it? Nope, because it's still going down. My alert went off and now I'm watching it. I might get it for 25 cents. Who the hell knows? Wait until the chart says it's time to buy. Wait till this market bearish nonsense is over and don't feel compelled to do anything in any stock. Wait for a good entry. I waited a year to buy back in Tesla and I still didn't go all in. I'm waiting for it to go lower and I'll buy some more. But you know what? In a couple of years, I'm going to be thankful that I waited and got it cheap instead of watching it run up and I'm still trying to get back in the green. God,
that's just driving you to drink.
It is driving me nuts seeing people get mad at Adam Aaron like he's got some, magic wand to make the price go up in a bearish market. What world are you living in?
Sucks too, because we had the fucking perfect market conditions last June. We really
am I
did
being unreasonable
for an epic
here?
squeeze.
Am I being unreasonable?
I don't think so.
Why is everybody losing their minds? Like, are you watching a different stock market than me?
Sad now. Look, all of our portfolios are wrecked. I mean, that's just, I don't know who is raking the dough right now with any stock. Any stocks have been sitting in your portfolio as long as AMC and GME. Like, what are we talking about? As long as today, even though this doesn't seem like a big deal, this press release, and I understand the grand scheme of things, it's not a huge deal, but that tells me that at least the CEO and the people in charge are looking towards the future, right? It's not like they're just sitting back on their hands. They're making acquisitions. They're doing what they need to do to stay alive right now. If it was a different scenario and we didn't see or hear anything from them, I think I would feel a little differently. But to see that they're still doing these kinds of things and listening to what Adam Aaron is saying, and because I happen to trust, for the most part, everything he's said so far, I believe that they are working towards getting themselves as profitable as they can with a great 2023 schedule coming up, being another year out of the pandemic. There's a lot of things we can look forward to. And if we are coming into a recession or a depression or whatever we're coming into, however harsh this happens to be, I don't think and this was proven back when we had the actual Great Depression in the late 20s, early 30s. In that time frame, the movies did outstanding during that time, because all people want to do when they're depressed is get a little bit of joy in their life, right? And one of the places you can go still for a relatively cheap night out is a movie theater. I mean, where else are you going to go if you want to try and escape reality for the night? So I think the business model is still viable as long as the movies are good. AMC is going to be just fine. It's going to be patience, and it's going to be, mental fortitude going forward until we get the right conditions we need again.
I'm looking at some comments here.
Sure.
I gotta increase the size because I have it up on the upper screen. There we go.
By the way, I meant to ask you. You went back to the theater. I didn't. Obviously, we were both live at the same time last night. Did you go back to your theater Sunday? You didn't.
No.
Okay.
As I was seeing the numbers come in, and I want to talk about the numbers for Avatar.
Sure.
As I was seeing the numbers come in, I decided that my hard-earned dollars would be better used in boosting week number 2. So we're going to go see it this week.
Okay.
I was really wanting Avatar 2 to do about 200 million domestically this first weekend, and we didn't come close to that. What do we do?
140,
138, 140. So, I talked about the teeter-totter. We got Avatar 2 against the market, the bearish market. And I didn't know which one was going to win on Monday morning. Well, I was thinking we need at least about 200 million domestic to help out from Avatar 2. We didn't get that. So the market dragged AMC down today, and the dilution notice dragged the stock down. And
Even
Avatar
more.
2, although it did fine, it didn't rocket the way that I wanted it to. So once I saw that by Sunday, I was like, well, I'll just put my money into week 2, because really now where we're at with Avatar is we need to see it have legs for 4 to 6 weeks. We need to see those numbers not drift down like so many other movies do. And so I'm going to add to week 2. We're going to go see it because Scarlett hadn't seen it yet.
Yep.
I took my son last week.
And I think we have. I mean, if Top Gun was able to do 8 weeks, then I certainly think Avatar also has a shot to do 8 weeks because of the international draw. A lot of people internationally also, even though we kicked it by 3 times internationally, the numbers globally, as opposed to domestic, those numbers I hope are going to either stay on par or increase a little bit, or not decrease by much. Not like we've seen the other movies, guys, in the last year. All of the MCU movies and the DCU movies. Not like that. This is a different beast. If this could run from the 16th when it opened until February vacation, which is what, a total of 8 weeks, maybe run it right up to February vacation, that would be beautiful. Because every week that movie stays in, it's more money for AMC percentage-wise that we keep.
Steven said Avatar is expected to have less than a 15% drop off week 1 to 2. So it has serious legs. Thank you, Steven. And I see another comment in your chat, Mass. Someone saying VW squeezed in a bear market. I'm not saying any stock can't have a squeeze tomorrow. Like I said, and I say this every live stream, I wake up every day hoping that any stock that I hold is going to have a squeeze, right? Don't ever listen to me giving you a dose of reality and think that I don't want to see any stock that I'm holding have a massive run up. But you got to have a catalyst to kick that off. And since I don't know what that catalyst is, I'm not going to put out 20 videos a day making shit up. Is that fair? Can you live with that, Massalorian?
I can. Especially since my monitor is out of commission now, so I can't make shit for videos. You won't be hearing anything from me.
What else?
Well, JH, I gotta just say real quick, JH from your channel is saying Lex Friedman would probably be the next Twitter CEO. That would be awesome. I think Lex would be great at that. He'd be good. Seems like a fair guy.
I got asked a lot in the chat this morning, why isn't AMC running? I think I just talked about that. For me, I wanted to see Avatar do at least 200 million domestic to have a chance of AMC running, like just crush them with good news. And it was good news, but it wasn't crushing good news.
No, we topped out at what they thought we would do globally. We hit the high end. The high end estimate was 435. We came in right under that for global numbers. You really can't ask for more for that. Although I would have liked to have seen domestic be a little better, like you said. I would like to see the domestic box office be a little better, but we'll see how it plays out.
Gus says, did you read the part of Adam Aron's tweet where he said he'll be buying 2 million more AMC in 2024 after tax season? I did not see that, but I didn't spend a whole lot of time on Twitter today. Can you pull that up, Massalorian?
Sure.
I'm going to answer another question. Someone asked, why did I buy AMC today and why not APE? I've talked about that in the last few lives. I've been buying only APE since August because it's so damn cheap. But APE is in a runaway downward trajectory, and I don't know where it's going to stop. So I'm waiting to see where it bottoms out. That's the most honest answer I can give you. We're on since October 19th. Almost every day has been red. I mean, how many days can I hit myself over the head with a hammer? I'm still bullish on APE. My thesis about APE eventually hitting parity with AMC hasn't changed. But if I can buy it at 50 cents, why would I buy it at 75? So AMC, I have not bought any in a while. It was so damn cheap today that I added some AMC. I added some on Friday and I added some more today. I think I tweeted it out. I know I put it in the Discord. It was around 489. Like, could it go lower? Yeah, it could go lower. I think everything's going lower, the entire market. But I'm judiciously adding things that I like, multiple stocks. And I did pick up a couple new speculative plays today. I put them in Discord only because they're speculative. They're not anything I can go out and in good faith tell anybody, hey, go buy this stock. But we put a little money on some what I think will be future momentum retail plays.
Okay.
I'm very
I did not
stock.
see that. Okay.
Didn't see
I do not see anything on Adam Aron about 2 million shares buying back.
I wish he would.
Said, right?
I wish he would, though.
I think I'm getting trolled.
David said, what do you think about the purchase of new theaters? Massalorian, that's up in your area. Why don't you recap that again real quick?
I was just saying it's a brand spanking new theater in one of the brand new like hipster spots in Boston. This area is where the Celtics and the Bruins play. It's also the major train station. But even more importantly, around that area in the last 10 to 12 years, they've built tons of residential condos and high rises. There's a lot of people living down that area now, and there's no theater down there. There's no competition. It's just Archlight. And the next closest theater is all the way in Boston Common, which is almost on the other side of the city by Fenway Park. So this theater should do extremely well, especially with all the foot traffic it will get and having the train station underneath the theater. So you can come from so many different places in the immediate area and get there fast and in and out without having to worry about parking or any of that bullshit.
The other thing about adding theaters, I don't know if you guys saw the tweet I put out a few weeks ago. AMC's closed a lot of theaters and they've added strategic, good new theaters. And and the ones they've added are a fraction of what they've closed. I'm just going to make up numbers because I don't remember it's on my Twitter. Let's say they closed 100 theaters and they added 25. Those 25 are making more money than the 100 that they closed did. Like, as long as they're doing good strategic ads, I'm good with that. Close down the unperforming ones, add good ones. This all pays off in the long run.
Yep. For sure.
And that's a benefit of having cash while everybody else is going bankrupt, is they can pick up good theaters. So he's doing what he can to position the company for future growth. But this is chess, guys. This isn't checkers. It's a long game.
Yeah, we're in the long squeeze now. Completely. I don't know, Tony. You know, I'll say this right now. I don't know if we'll ever be able to replicate what we did back in June exactly, how that whole thing played out. I don't know if we'll have all those right conditions again. So, you know, for me, we're banking on other things at this point. Like I just kind of that that FOMO short squeeze kind of has like, I mean, the news would have to be so big. You know, when we talk about the unknown catalyst or just getting back to profitability again, you know, I'm somewhere in between there at this point, you know. But I still think that makes me bullish on the stock. I still say that the company is just fine.
Any stock, if you have the right set of conditions, has a chance to run. We see it every week, right? Who would have thought that Cosmos was going to run from 23 cents to $23 in one day? Not me. But it had the right set of conditions. So what I'm looking for on AMC or GameStop or any of these meme trades is high short interest, some good news catalyst to kick the FOMO buying off. Ideally, it would be in a bull market situation where we got institutional money coming into the stock, not leaving the stock market. But even you see things like Cosmos running in a bear market. So ideally a bull market, but it doesn't matter to me. That's not a criteria. I want to see high short interest. I want to see some catalyst. I want to see then the options chain get loaded up and cause that gamma squeeze and just unrelenting buying pressure. That can happen at any point. How high does it go? I don't know. I don't talk price targets because that's not what my channel is about. And I'm not very good at calling the top on any squeeze. I'm good at identifying when it's over, but figuring out how high it's going to go to within reason. I can say Cosmos is not going to $100. MMTLP not going to $100. AMC, GameStop. I never would have guessed GameStop would have gone to the price that it did in January 2021. That blew me away. But every time I watch one of these plays, I learn a little bit more. So how high could AMC go if the right conditions get together? We'll find out together, guys. We'll find out together. Massalorian's taking a break for a second. Let's see what questions we have here. Mike says, Tony, what they should do is build mini theaters so 10 friends can rent it out and watch a movie. We have some small ones here in Austin, Mike. I was looking on Sunday we had 50, 60 showings of Avatar, and all the IMAX were completely full. Like, that's our biggest theaters. They were packed, every single one on Sunday. And then I was looking at the small theaters that had like 30 seats. I'm like, why are you showing Avatar in a theater with 30 seats? Like, show something else. So we do have some small theaters. I guess that varies from location to location, city to city. PDX Dave says, check your DM on Twitter for Adam Aaron's tweet. Okay, hang on one second, guys. Let me pull that up. Thank you for that. Here we go. All right, I'm going to put this on the screen. Share screen. This says, hyped up. It's CEO Adam. It looks legit. There's no blue check. Why does Adam not have a blue check? Hyped up by some who may wish AMC harm. Anxious messages come in, fearing dilution or that I may screw AMC shareholders. I own 793,000 AMC shares and should vest in 1 to 2 million more by 2024. Should vest in. So he's not buying. He's got awarded shares that will be vesting. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So when you're in management, They hand out shares for part of your compensation. And I've been in that boat when I was in the corporate world. And I can tell you that it matters. Like the bulk, at least half of my pay, in some years when the stock was doing good, 5 times my pay was in stock or stock options. Of course, you're going to work your ass off to figure out ways to make the company profitable and push that stock price up. And for anybody who's shitting on these executives getting compensated in stock, let me tell you, if all they got was cash and they weren't incentivized by stock, they have zero vested interest in helping the company perform. They're human just like you. They want to see the stock price go up. Trust me. There's not too many times I say, trust me, bro, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it.
Yeah, there was no tweet about him buying 2 million shares in 2024, right?
Vesting. He's going to be vested in another couple million.
Okay. I see here, just under Ape says, Tony, Avatar is expected to have less than a 15% drop off week 1 to 2. So I expect it to have serious legs, has better legs than Top Gun. Read that already?
You are way behind on the chat, man. You're way behind.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Shit. I'm catching up.
Thomas B says, give me your top 5 stocks you would invest in if money was no object. Thomas, as I said earlier in this live stream, I spent a good portion of my day going through a list of blue chips. I might do a video on it, but all names that you guys know. And I'm trying to figure out if the market does have a major correction between now and March, what prices do I want to buy in on these? I've been adding some Tesla, some Amazon. I added some Meta. I have price targets I'm establishing on Costco, Disney, Apple, Google. These are all things that, they're less risk than a retail meme trade play. They're going to be less, also because of less risk, they're going to be less payout. But I know that they're going to be here in 5 years. So I'm looking for deals. So look at a list of blue chip stocks. There's plenty of them out there. Diversify which sectors you're investing in. So you don't want to buy you don't want to have a portfolio full of semiconductor stocks or just airlines, right? You want to have a piece in everything. And look at the video I did 6 months ago on dividend stocks and find some that you like there.
Miss two things real quick. Jennifer, thank you, darling. Appreciate you. And Paul V from Reading. What's up, bro? Welcome to the chat.
Yuka's asking in your chat why Adrian banned him. Are you guys still banning over on Massalorian's channel? We try not to ban anybody in the chat, guys, unless they are insulting somebody or talking bad about a YouTube content creator. Nobody should be getting banned. This is free speech. We're not trying to filter anybody saying bad stuff about AMC.
I mean, you guys know me. I have the Constitution behind my head. It's like the First Amendment's right there.
Moderators, please, go easy on this channel. This is not a channel where we just ban someone because they say something that disagrees with the people on the screen. If they're being dicks or they're spamming the chat, you might get silence for a minute. If your only purpose here is to troll, you're probably going to get blocked. But, we have a lot of dissenting comments. That's fine. I know from reading comments on other channels who the trolls are. You guys will be banned. If you want to have an intelligent discussion, we can do that.
I should have taken advantage of the whole year we were doing this, and I could have smoked a stogie in my room as much as I wanted. That's sacrifice we make, right? We decided to invest in AMC. Sacrifice we make.
El Cora says, any
Christ.
thoughts on T plus 90? Yeah, I mean, that comes up every live stream. Someone asked about T plus 90. I did my due diligence on it and put it out on Twitter a couple months ago. I found zero evidence that T plus 90 relates to this play. I know that's bad news. I know that's not what you want to hear. If it was different, I would tell you. But the regulation these guys are using to push T plus 90, I read through it and it has nothing to do with our stock. And I'm happy to go on live and discuss that with anybody who is willing to go to bat for T plus 90. Let's talk it out for the community. My DD is already published, and I'm happy to do it. Not to fight, just to like, hey, teach me something. What did I miss?
Punchy Nuts says, Mass stole that Constitution from Ken Griffin. Someday, Punchy Nuts. Someday. I got that at the gift shop for, I think, $9.99 when I was there 10 years ago. And I found it when I was moving, and I'm like, oh, dude, I have to put this up. And then I was like, now I need all of them. Put them all up.
I think Phil is going live on his channel, guys. I got a message from him.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we should go listen to what he's saying.
I had invited him to come on here, but I said, hey, if you want to do it on your channel, I totally understand. Yeah, at 9:52, he said he's going live now on his channel. So we weren't trying to stay here all night. And I mean, I think we're both happy to stay here a little bit longer if you guys have other questions, but I really wanted to come on live after Phil so I could hear what he said. I don't want to miss what his conversation was with Adam Aaron. I guess I could watch it on replay. Do you guys have any other questions? I hope I conveyed my frustration in a nice way at people that are losing their fucking minds on AMC and Adam Aaron. Like, he's going to dilute, guys. He's got $5 billion in debt that he needs to pay off. He's got to keep the cash up. That is critical. There's not going to be any share buybacks. He's got to conserve cash. We got to get to a point where there's enough movies coming out and butts in seats that we are making positive earnings. We're a few quarters away from that. And, I look at it every quarter by quarter. I'm not making any sweeping decisions or proclamations, but things are generally moving in the right direction. And because of APE and his ability to raise money, this company's not going bankrupt. But you might have to be faced with more dilution. And that's probably not going to be great for the stock price. So that is the play that you're in. You can get mad all you want, but you really should be getting mad at the people that told you all the dates and all the clickbait for the last couple of years. Not Adam Aaron. He's doing what he can to ensure the survivability of the company. What do you think, Mass?
I agree with you 100%. 100%. You know that. You know I'm in agreement on that. And on that fact, I am in agreement. And as long as that's the case, I'm still in the play. That's it. That's all I need to know. As long as I hear that things are moving in the right direction, for now, that's all I need to know. Real quick, let me just two things. Someone asked about Phil, about doing a live reaction to his video. I didn't even think about that. If we could, maybe we could do that if he's going on.
Yeah, I don't know, because no, I don't know. I think he would be fine with it, but I don't know how tight he's going to stay on topic. He does dance parties, and
that's true. That's true. That's true.
I just want to hear what he says about Adam Aaron. And I don't know how long that conversation is going to be in his 1 hour live stream. Okay.
And the second thing was, so if Yuka is blocked, can someone help get Yuka off blocked, whoever has him? Because Jen's saying that she can't, he can't respond to comments.
I see his comments in your chat. It doesn't look like you're blocked, Yuka.
Okay. You can see them? I don't see them on my side. That's the weird thing.
You can't see them?
No, I don't see Yuka anywhere.
I have my chat up and I have your chat up, and I can see his in your chat on your YouTube channel. Are you watching it on Restream or on YouTube? Your
I'm watching
chat.
on a restream.
Huh. Well, no one can block Restream comments except me. And
Let me
I
go
see
into
him
the,
I see him in your chat.
Let me go into customization and make sure he's not blocked.
He says he's fucking with us.
Is he really? God damn it.
Adrian says he's fucking with us.
You know, he had me running around the other day looking for some bullshit about Seinfeld and Vandalay Industries, people getting arrested, Bob Sacrimony, and I'm looking all over the internet for about an hour, and I'm like, all I keep getting is this Seinfeld bullshit. I'm like, this can't be what it is. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm like, they sent me on a wild goose chase, the two of them.
I see a few comments asking about CGRA. That's not my play, guys. I will say the people that are pumping that one, you know, they're gonna become famous or they're gonna die on the sword based on how that play goes. It already ran up to 16 cents. It's down to under 3 cents right now. I'm just the volume's kind of all over the place in the last week, so it's hard for me to say that everybody's done with it, but the general trend on the daily is down. It's not looking good. I did a little bit of DD on it, deciding if I was going to buy into it, and I held it for a couple days when it was at 10 cents, and I got out live on camera about a week ago, right before that massive red candle. I was like, I had been saying for days, if it starts dropping below 10 cents, I'm going to sell. And right while we were live, it started falling and I sold, and I looked up and it went from 10 cents to 2 in about 2 minutes. I was like, holy smokes. Holy smokes. You got out of that just in the nick of time, man.
Seriously.
So I have no intention of buying back into CGRA. Go bug the guy who's pumping it. Oh shit, you can't. His comments are turned off.
Off. Unfortunately. Hello MF says, sorry guys, what's the other YouTuber who's going live soon? Phil for real. He's going to be going. So Phil PHIL and then number 4 REAL, and he just had so what did he say? He had a conversation with Aaron at the theater in Orlando.
He posted on Twitter a picture of him and Adam, because Adam was in Orlando. He said, join my live stream tonight to hear what questions I asked to Adam Aaron and what he said.
Okay. I'd like to know what he said. I'm interested to know what he said, because Phil, he's no filter. So I'm sure he came with the he dropped the truth on him. I bet he did. I bet, because Phil doesn't mix words, right? So I'm interested to see what he asked him. I can't wait and hear what the answer is. What did he say? What did he say was? What was he kind of excited about it, or not? Did you just you read what he wrote?
I just read the tweet. Okay. Basically what he said is what I just told you.
Got it. Okay. All right, bro. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Let's see. What other comments do we have here?
Someone's asking about Japanese bond markets.
Calibro says retail's not going to get a significant win on anything. I mean, there's significant wins, Calibro, every single week on plenty of plays, but you got to get in early and get out quick. The problem that retail keeps on making is thinking every play is the next GameStop. When I'm in the comments on StockTwits or Webull, everybody says, this is the short squeeze to wreck the market. Like literally CGRA, Cosmos, GTII, they all think that they're going to break the market. Guys, not every penny stock is going to break the market. Probably none of them are. Even AMC and GameStop, unless the conditions that were in place with GameStop having 100% of the float shorted plus 5 times the float in the options chain, that could have broken some market makers. That could have broken the market. But these stories that people are telling you to get you to buy in stocks at high prices, these penny stock pump and dumps, you got to wisen up. Get in early and get the fuck out when you make a profit. you guys are losing your money because you're being too greedy and you're listening to the wrong people.
It was amazing to watch this whole live stream that he did the other night. I mean, the way that he has just completely gone from, complete talking out of his rear end to actually trying to figure things out. I mean, to as far as going to write down COSM's new ticker, it's like
I'm not even talking about Lou. Like there's dozens and dozens of these people covering these shitty little stocks with ridiculous price targets. And they tell you, don't worry about the dilution. Don't worry about that delisting notice. This is bullish, guys. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that form that Ryan Cohen filed that, he's going to sell BBBY. That just means he might sell it. No, if he filed the form, I told you on the day that it was filed, he already sold. Oh, Tony, you're just a bear. Next day, boom. Ryan Cohen sold all his Bed Bath & Beyond. These guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Are they good at calling plays? 100%. I'll play that right along with them, but I'm not going to listen to them for price targets. They get everybody excited. I'll buy into that momentum and then I'll get out. I'm not holding these stocks for this ridiculous crap. And I'm definitely not buying it if I see it too late. If it's already running, I'll wait for the next one. They're every day, every week. There's always something. I'm not trying to be mean, and I don't know if these people are just, maybe they're more interested in views. Maybe they don't know how to do due diligence. Maybe they're new in the stock market. Some of them legit call out good plays, but their read on the due diligence and their minimization of things that are bad is leading you guys astray, and that pisses me off. Because then I gotta do cleanup. I gotta have people come over here. Well, I'm bag holding 20 plays. Is it gonna come back? Nope, not coming back. If they ever get good news again, they might come back. But you already missed the play. Mr. Girardi says, what's the next play on your radar? I bought a couple today. And I posted them in the Discord with a bunch of warnings. I don't just, contrary to popular belief, I don't pump and dump stocks. If I post something in the Discord, I'll post why I'm buying it and what worries me about it. And I'm not going to talk about them on YouTube because they're speculative plays.
I'm looking at this. How many people I have blocked in my phone? I've never blocked any of these people. A list this long. Like, what the hell's been going on behind closed doors? I have no idea. There's about 18 people blocked in my chat. I don't know any of them.
That's all?
God, what am I missing?
You got a short list. You need more haters, Massalorian.
Well, doesn't it clear out every once in a while? Clear itself out, or is that something that runs forever? I don't know.
Are you looking like in your studio and the blocked users?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I probably have hundreds, but it's all the conspiracy people who think I'm a paid actor. I have a fake wife, or that I'm bearish on a Hycroft. Like, I have no tolerance for fools. You say something stupid, you're blocked and you're never coming back.
Yeah, Justin, you're on that list. I just saw your name there. I'm like, who is Justin Kiefer? Why is he blocked on my channel? I have no idea. All right, man. I'll take you off. And you just pop right. I'm like, you just popped right up on Tony's chat.
King Louis says, unblock me, bro. You're not blocked, King Louis.
No, definitely King Louis not blocked. No, I wouldn't have seen that.
And I don't block people for having dissenting comments from my due diligence. It kind of, it's good. I screenshot some of them for the, you guys don't, some of you underestimate my patience to wait for a play to work its way out. All the people that gave me hell a year ago for saying, I was selling Neo and all my Chinese stocks. You're stupid. You're a bear. Well, look at Neo now, bitches. Or saying
dropped again today.
I was going to wait for Hycroft to come down before I bought some more, before I add to my position. Oh, you're a bear. Nope. I'm just patient, bitches. You can disagree with me. That's fine. But if you say something insulting and that's the only thing you got to say, if it's just an insult, well, I will block you and never think about you again. If you want to have a discussion on the merits of a due diligence point, I'm happy to do that. I always try and read the comments, but if it's an insult, it's insta-block.
Most of the people on our channels are pretty civil. Pretty
not on mine.
I have such a good...
not on mine. I got all the hater channels sending their people over, but I've got most of them blocked, so it's under control at the moment. I got to do another Hycroft video talking about why I like Hycroft and why it's a 2024 play. Let me get them riled up again talking about 2024. I'll probably have to block a few more. 2024 is when I expect to see the chance of it coming up, right? I'm already buying it. I'm waiting to buy it cheaper. Let's just be clear, because people got fucking cotton in their ears and think that I'm saying don't buy it till 2024. Listen to the words I'm saying. Buy it when it's cheap. Recognize that it's speculative, and then wait. That's it. With every stock, buy them when they're cheap. If it's a company you like, some are solid plays, some are speculative plays. Know which bucket they're in, and don't have your portfolio nothing but speculative plays. You want to have about 80% solid plays and 20% speculative. That's just my suggestion. That's the rule I try and live by.
Not 90% Tesla, like me, Kevin. Brian says I got 15,000 shares of Hycroft.
That's way more than me, but I'm going to be adding the cheaper it gets. I have some, and I've got Hycroft, and I've got calls, but I scale the number of shares that I'm holding. Look, I'm looking at that money as parked for over a year, and I don't like parking money. And so I'm adding the cheaper it gets, the more I add. That's how I do it.
Prometheus says, Mass, you had 5 last night that blastingly belligerent and were attacking you, so they got zapped after several warnings. Really, Prometheus? How did I miss that? I didn't see anyone say anything smart. You know me, I would have snapped back. I didn't see anything that was even questionable. I probably just skipped over them, I'm assuming.
Tyler's asking, what's up with Japan? What's going on in Japan? I didn't read any Japan news today. Did you, Mass?
No, something about the bonds. Something about the bond market there. I mean, their economy's terrible, right? I mean, they never really recovered from World War II, and let's be honest. I mean, look at their currency; it hasn't moved. So that's not that surprising to me. I mean, at all. I mean, the Japanese are in a lot of trouble right now, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately,
it's not a good currency. It's not a strong currency.
I was not reading a lot of headlines today. I was fielding a lot of questions about Cosmos and AMC and APE, and I was doing really just a lot of research of what do I want to buy next in the blue chips and what prices. And I hope to turn that into a video later this week, because I know you guys are asking, what am I buying? I'd like to put out a video on that. But that meant I had the TV was off and I was not reading news. The day was shit. I had my screen up looking at all the stocks, and everything was just horrible. So I don't want to watch the news on a day like that.
No, like I said, Neo was down like another 8.9% today. It's ridiculous.
What's up, Jeffrey? Jeffrey Roche. Someone
What's up,
said,
Jeff?
"What are my thoughts on Highcroft?" Highcroft's been going down since October. Mudrick's selling. I'm concerned. Why are they selling? Do they know something I don't know, or do they need cash? I don't know the answer. Could be either one. If they know something we don't know, that's not good news. Highcroft they've got till April to do a reverse split or ask for another 180-day extension. They've got plenty of cash. Highcroft's got plenty of cash to survive. I'm not worried about that. They're doing drilling. They're developing their plan for the new milling operation. They're going to pitch that to us sometime in 2023. You're going to see a pitch. If all the numbers work out, you're going to see a pitch that we need to spend $750 billion building a milling plant that's going to pay back over 10 years. And so I think you can be patient with Highcroft and buy it on dips. There's not going to be there'll be a little run up anytime they announce a core sample news, because retail is not paying attention to this channel. It'll run up for 2 days and then come back down because that's not real news. But I'm basically trying to buy it as cheap as I can. If it's a fake news thing, I'll sell it at the top of that news, wait for it to come back down and rebuy. That's just smart trading. And I'd like to make some money off of it and accumulate it while it's cheap, knowing that I'm going to be probably waiting till at the soonest 2024. So right now I've done that cycle one time, bought Highcroft, a drill sample, news came out, it ran up, I sold it at a profit, I waited a week and I rebought. So I'm that's where I'm at with Highcroft.
Can I read Mexican Silverback's comment real quick?
Yep.
He said, Tony and Mass, are you guys attending the March for Justice protest at the SEC headquarters in Washington on January 3rd? First I'm hearing about Mexican Silverback.
It's
Don't know anything about it.
It's the thing that the Marine is pushing.
I thought he said January 27th or 28th.
January something. What did the comment say?
Oh, I thought it was 27th or 28th. That's what I heard.
It's the date of the GameStop thing.
That's what I thought.
So I don't know if I'm going to DC. I'm considering going to the one in Fort Worth. There's a SEC here, and somebody's, I think, filed for a permit there. But I still am going to keep asking the question, what's the tagline? Like, look, BLM had defund the police. I want a tagline. I want something meaningful. I want something impactful. I don't want to just go there and stand around with 20 random signs in an unorganized event. If I'm going to take time out of my day, I want this thing strategized out like a
I want to go. I want to go. Yeah, I want to go. I think we need to try to get to a consensus of what is the message we want to relay, right? We can't be all over the place. We have to come together with a concise action, like something that, here's what our demands are, and here's what the issues that we have. Here's why they're wrong, and here's how we can fix them. Right? Come with a plan. Don't just show up to scream.
Boop.
Show up with a plan.
Boop says, Massalorian, why are the shorts not covering their AMC positions?
That's a good question. At this price, that's a good question. Clearly, they have other ways of skating right now. I mean, when we're aware of those ways, right? There's all different tactics they're using right now to keep themselves out of having to put themselves in a hole. So, yeah, someone said another thing. Someone saying, I mean, FINRA is another one, right? I mean, they're just as guilty almost as the SEC. But ultimately, and again, we go back to the same thing again. Like Gary Gensler only can do so much too, which is why I said if we could get a congressman to propose a bill, that's what we really need. That would give us some weight, some clout. Even if it was one congressman, all you need is one state representative who would have the balls to bring the bill to the floor. Because at the end of the day, if you want PFOF banned, it's got to go through Congress, right? or the Congress has to give the SEC the clearance.
As far as all the other shenanigans that are going on in the market, the things that everybody else complains about, which I think we all agree are going on. I think, being a realist and maybe just a jaded at the SEC and government and Congress in general, that meaningful change is not going to happen until things implode like they did in 2008. And even then, it's going to take a couple of years. But I am always willing to do and say whatever we need to keep the pressure on. That, I mean, we can't give up. But I just think that realistically, until something blows up and they're embarrassed publicly, there's no incentive for them to change anything. It's too much big money being paid to keep things status quo. But we're going to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, I didn't. By the way, if that June 3rd date is right, I probably won't be able to go to that. If it's the 27th or 28th, I think that'll be enough time for me to be able to get there. I didn't realize it was the 3rd. Because I said last night on the live stream that I was thinking about that I would go, just because at this point, what can it hurt? If it's the 3rd, I'm going to be in trouble. I won't be able to make that in time. But if it's the 27th or 28th, I can definitely still go. But yeah, we got to come up with a game plan, and we need to get some other YouTubers down there. Like, you know, if we had 4 or 5 YouTubers that would come down, and we could get, 100 people for each. I mean, 500 people is a lot of people that show up in front of the SEC. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. It would look big. It would look large.
I saw Big Willie says, at what point do we throw our hands up and just wave the white flag? Look, in the meantime, you got to play the game with the rules that you know, right? We know the system's fucked up, but you also know that there are plays you can make money on in every week. Play the plays that are there. Invest in blue chips for the long term. If you want to do momentum and meme and short squeeze trading, those plays are there every week. Just get in early and get out long before the price targets that people are giving you. When you see the thing top out and the volume start dropping out, you better already be selling, or you should be selling into the run up. This greed thing, everybody thinking that every play is the next GameStop, you got to get out of that mentality. There's plenty of money to be made every week, but you got to change your mindset that everything is the next big squeeze. Zara says, should we keep our MMTLP with the broker as custodian or keep it with AST? I'm watching what's going on with MMTLP, Zara, but I'm not the expert in everything that's going on since it was delisted. I made a call a couple months ago on that the price had topped out and that you should sell it before the S1 date was finalized to maximize your profits. That was the extent of my thoughts on MMTLP. Now everybody's stuck because people were listening to YouTubers, and maybe they're right, but now you're stuck. So now you've got years of dealing with nonsense and lawsuits. And if that's the choice you made, I respect that. But I would have taken the money when it ran up and got out. And I can't give you any advice on what to do with it now because I'm not providing that coverage. So check with the folks that are doing it. They're still heavy into it, and I respect that. They're not giving up. And I wish everybody, good luck in getting your money.
Salud. Gus says the protest should be either Wall Street or Citadel. Yeah, it's really that's a tough call, right? On who is to blame at the end of the day. But if we're talking about change in the market for the long haul, for retail, then we got to talk SEC or Congress, one of the two. Citadel can't do anything about that for us, right? Going to protest in front of Citadel is not going to help us get payment for order flow banned. If anything, they'll use that as a reason to keep it.
Jersey Recycler says SPY puts tomorrow will print green. I'm getting so fucking bearish, Jersey, that I'm about at the point where I'm going to buy some SPY puts for maybe for March, and I'm talking big. Where are we at?
You fully believe that, huh? We're gonna have still have a major correction.
Every day I'm getting closer. I got to be to buy an index put. I got to be more than 55% certain that I'm right, because it's always a gamble. But I said in the Discord this weekend, I think I said, I know I said it in my head a few hundred times, but I need to look at like some 320 SPY puts. We're at 380 right now. That's a big drop.
A little ways to go.
That's a big drop, and I know that's very bearish, but I think that as we move into the next quarter earnings on everything, it's not going to be good.
Dana, what's up, girl? Thomas B, have a good night, man. Appreciate the email.
The good thing, the SPY crashing, index crashing, the market crashing, it's not going to be fun. It's going to be horrible for all of us. Everything we own is going to go down. The good news is once we're past that, we can finally fucking go up again.
Right. Yeah, let's get it over with. Let's get the pain and misery out of the way.
I just think this market has been in denial about soft landing and things are going to be fine, and inflation and interest rates. And there's going to be a come to Jesus moment that takes everything down big, and the algos are going to drive it, and it's going to be quick and violent, and then it's going to be done. And then everybody's going to say, all right, we're now at where we should be for future earnings versus stock prices. Everything's a bargain right now. And then you're going to see money start coming back in. So I'm not selling anything because I'm a long-term investor, but I'm setting my price targets of what I want to buy in the coming weeks and months, should that happen, with the dry powder that I have available. That's investing, guys. Stock markets have ups and downs. You should get yourself used to the fact that there's going to be some dips that you don't like, but if you're in it for the long term, that's okay. It always comes back. Maggie will be glad to know, Mass, that I'm drinking water. She's always on to me. She's always on to me. Drink more water, Tony.
Yeah, it's good for you, right? I didn't realize there was a huge surge in the yen for the last, what did we got here? Just like the last month, from 70 cents to, 75 today. Interesting.
Last time I looked at it,
BOJ policy adjustment.
Last time I looked at it was
like
2 months ago.
Yeah.
So I haven't been tracking the yen. I did look into it a while back.
Yeah.
The dollar's just been performing strong against other currencies. That's about the deepest I looked into it. And I looked at the yen at that time, but I don't spend a lot of time looking at currencies. Although, maybe this is a good point. No, I probably shouldn't talk about that. I shouldn't. Let's not water tonight down talking about 80 trillion in FX swaps.
Oof. Yeah, no, let's not get into that. It says here, try to break BOJ's announcement aided the trend channel. So their CPI data is due for release this Thursday. Economists are anticipating the headline CPI to be 3.9 year on year to end November, above the 3.7 previously. So their inflation's actually going up. The report might have been a signal for today's move by the BOJ.
El Cora says, what style of trading have you personally had the most success in? That's a good question. I mean, when the market was running in 2021, my goal, El Cora, and I almost hit it twice, was to make 10,000 in a day on one trade. And in both of those opportunities, I was live streaming it, and I had a limit order set, and I missed getting my fill by a couple pennies because I was being greedy. And right after I had the limit order placed, and the stock started running, and I never got a fill. And then these were like $1 stocks that ran up $10, or $10 stocks that ran up $10. And I was buying 1,000 shares of them. So in terms of trades where I make a lot of money in a day or a week, swing trading is where it's at. But I don't do the bulk of my portfolio in swing trading. I like to have a long-term, low-risk portfolio of blue chip stocks. And then I got my swing trade shit, my momentum, my meme stocks that are there so I don't have to go to Vegas every month. It just makes the day more entertaining. You win some, you lose some. You just got to win more than you lose. But I would caution you against, if you have a small portfolio, if you got $1,000 or $2,000, don't try and put all of that in one play. Like, do it proportional. You're not going to make as much money. I get it. But if you're wrong, it will kill you. So take 10% in one play of whatever your portfolio is. You want to do 2 plays in a week, put 10% in 2 different stocks, and then pray that your timing was right and they go the way that you want. And if they're not going the way you want, know where you need to get out. The other big mistake that people make is being scared to hit the sell button because they're losing. I watch people bag hold shit. A $1 stock runs to 10, they buy in at $9, and it starts dropping, and they don't sell because someone on YouTube is saying that $1 stock is going to 20. If it starts going down, just sell. You can buy back in if it turns around. So get in early, get out early. Don't bag hold. That's like some of the basics. And don't put too much in one play.
Rob Watson Hobby says Adam Aaron at Avatar Showing says in 18 months we will be smiling, and he who laughs last will laugh best. I have the YouTube link if you want it. Is that from the Orlando like pre-movie speech he gave?
I think that was in his tweet. That was in his tweet.
Oh, okay. All right. Who's throwing toothpicks? I haven't thrown a goddamn thing.
Overboard Entertainment, what's going on, buddy? You got another message from Yuka Massalorian. I'm going to read it.
Sure.
He says, Dana Young, hi, I am blocked, and this is the only way I can get my messages across.
Hold on.
He sent
There's
you
no way
$5.
you're blocked. Yuka, you're not blocked.
He's fucking with everybody.
He really is. He really is. He is. I know he is. I know. I'm going to check one more time, bro, but I'm telling you right now, you're not blocked. There's just no way.
I know Yuka is rolling on the floor right now.
Driving me nuts. I'm not kidding. The other day, looking for that stupid Vandalay thing, I was ready to rip my head off. Yeah, you're definitely not blocked. Piece of shit.
Jordan
I
says,
love you, bro. Thanks.
Jordan says the best way to make money is sell beaver. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. The most successful trading strategy used to be beaver pelts. Sorry, Jordan.
Like in the 17th century? Christ. We're getting desperate.
Hey, there's the
animals.
I see the Marine in the chat. He said January 27th and 28th. Thank you, sir.
Okay, that I could make. I could make it for that.
Gus Got a message for all of you. Gus says, if you truly believe in AMC and that the company will not go bankrupt, then none of us should be worried about the price now. I couldn't say it better, Gus. And you also have to realize that APE is there to pay down the debt and that there's going to be dilution. And that is Adam Aaron's job, to ensure the future viability of the company. You can get mad at Adam Aaron all you want, but you should be mad at yourself for not understanding what the company is doing and what they've been telling you.
This is going to be
Gus goes on to say, sorry, I'll let you go in a second, Mess. Gus goes on to say, think about 2024 fundamentally. In a bull market, AMC is at least $25. Yeah, I mean, we're in a bear market. We're in a market where institutional money is fleeing equities. You're not in a market where most stocks are going to run up right now. There's no magic wand that Adam Aaron can wave when institutional money is pulling out of everything. Unless some miracle catalyst happens, buckle in, dry your tears up, and don't be a fucking crybaby. I'm going to hashtag that. I'm going to trademark that no crybaby shit.
Trademark. I don't know if you get that trademark.
I mean, I don't mean to be an asshole, but let's be realistic about the market we're in. Look at any stock right now. AMC is not profitable. Companies that are not profitable or have high PE ratios are going to be hit the worst in a recessionary market. Just realize what you own. And do you think it's going bankrupt or not? Do you think it's going to be better next year than this year or not? That's really where the analysis ends. I don't think it's going bankrupt. I think it's going to be better next year than this year. I'm going to continue to hold. Someone accused me on Twitter of day trading AMC. I've never fucking day traded AMC.
Oh no.
I'm happy for the SEC to come see my 5 digits in the red along with the rest of you guys. And you guys put that shit on Twitter, I'm going to block you and never think about you again, because I don't got time for fucking trolls. If I start day trading or selling AMC, just like I did with GameStop and like I do with Highcroft, I will straight up tell you, I'm not here for views or to make friends. I'm here to tell you how I trade. And if you don't like it, go somewhere else. If you like to make money and figure out how to buy things when they're cheap and hold them till they go up, then this might be a home for you. Damn it. My cigar's not staying lit, Mass.
I was going to say, you're having trouble with that, huh?
Yeah.
Is it both?
I've never tried this. I've never tried this brand before. Asylum 13. Asylum kind of fit today's mentality of everybody in the social media. People need to be locked up. People are losing their fucking minds, Massalorian. It's driving me nuts. I made a video 2 months ago. That said there's going to be losses, and I wasn't talking about prices. In the first minute in that video, I said there's going to be losses. You're going to look left and you're going to look right, and you're going to find your compatriots have abandoned you because they don't have the emotional capacity to weather a bear market. It's nothing against any ticker. They are not prepared. They've never lived through this. And I want to be here to tell you it's okay to feel depressed, emotional, wrecked in a bear market. Everybody's going through it. It's going to be okay. But you need to buckle in and just deal with it, because it's not getting better anytime soon. Develop a long-term perspective. You're going to be okay.
Somebody said Bank of Japan news, market crash trending on Twitter.
Japan market crash. Well, That might be the start of the market crash in America. Ernest says, how come no one answers my question? We're not reading a lot of chats, Ernest. We're not trying to ignore anybody. We're just chilling tonight, but I'm going to read your question now. Why didn't Adam Aaron sell? Why don't Adam Aaron sell all the apes now and get it over with and be out of debt? So he's got $5 billion in debt, Aaron, and he had 425 million ape 3 months ago. He would have needed to sell those at 10 to 12 bucks to pay off all the debt. And right now at 70 cents, if he's got 300 million left, do the math. There's not enough ape to pay off the debt. He's going to have to issue more. I'll go on record right now saying there's going to be more ape issued, another billion created and issued sometime in 2023. I feel pretty confident in saying that. That's what I'm saying. Buckle in. Ape was built to pay off the debt. And unless a squeeze happens and runs the price up where they can sell it at a high price, and please, baby Jesus, let that happen. But unless a squeeze happens, there's going to be more ape created and added and sold over the next year or two. That's for everyone who says Adam Aaron doesn't want to squeeze, I bet your ass he wants to squeeze. He does not want to dilute 2 billion apes.
No,
you think
not with this coup de grace. This is his coup de grace, right?
If it ran up to $20 on Monday of next week, he would sell every last ape that he has and pay off the debt. I guarantee it. Without even thinking, he wouldn't even blink. But right now, there's not enough ape to pay off the debt, and the price isn't high enough.
Shadowstar 13 says, question, Q4 domestic box office needs 947 million in 13 days to match Q2 figures, meaning AMC will have more cash burn in Q4 2022 than Q2 2022. Is that correct? Or are you asking that? If that's a fact, I hope that's not correct. That we need 947 million next 13 days to match Q2's numbers. That was our best quarter post-pandemic, right?
Are we talking box office or AMC financials?
Good question. Yeah. Box office.
Domestic box office, we're 800 million short last week when I looked. I haven't looked at it today. But we need the next 2 weekends have to be huge.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of glad that Avatar landed in between 2 quarters, to be honest with you. Because I'd rather have 2 good quarters than 1 great quarter and then a shit quarter next quarter. I really would. I'd rather have 2 good quarters back to back to show stability than to, again, go from a Q3 that was terrible, bang it out, and then Q1 again go terrible again. That's not making a very bull case, right? If you're going back to it, one in between. Q, I think, will be excellent, like Q2 last year.
Someone in my chat said, hey, Yuka switched over to my channel. What's up, buddy? He said he switched over here.
He's kidding, right? He's joking, right?
I don't know if he's joking. Yuka, just tell us if you're joking or not.
Yeah, please, bro. You're freaking me out.
Someone said in the chat, is Adam Aaron going to do a reverse split? Have you thought about that, Massalorian? Like if AMC drops?
No, I don't really want to think about that because I've seen what happens after that. That scenario play out.
When's the last time AMC did a reverse split? It was at a couple bucks in 2020, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they did a reverse split then.
Nope. No, I don't think so.
Look, the reason why I don't think he'll do a reverse split is he doesn't need to. He's got the potential to create infinite amount of apes. The only reason they would do a reverse split is to free up shares of AMC to authorize and sell into the market. But he's got ape and he can create as many as he wants. without our vote. So he's got the tap on liquidity if he needs it. I don't see a reverse split. Could I be wrong? Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
CEOs do stuff that surprise me every day, but I don't see the need to do a reverse split and issue more AMC to raise money. He's got APE, and he can literally print them at any time he wants. Just contact what state are they? They're in Delaware.
Kansas.
No, but they're incorporated in Delaware. He he files some paperwork with the Secretary of State in Delaware. I want to create 1 more billion apes, and there you go. That's all he's got to do is drop some paper, and he can create whatever new liquidity potential that he wants. And you should be expecting that if there's no run up for him to sell into and pay off the debt. Just being straight.
Yeah, but look at the positive, though. I mean, look at the deep discount we got to take advantage of because we were able to raise that capital, you know?
Yeah, I'm not trying to put lipstick on a pig, right? I'm not happy he's selling APE at $1.14, but if you can sell and then get a 60 to 70% discount on paying off debt, that is not a bad deal.
As long as they continue to move in the right direction, I'm willing to sit around and park my shares. I'm not concerned. If I see things starting to deteriorate and, you know, Hollywood starts falling apart, then we're talking a different story. But for right now,
Yuka says he's not joking, Mass. All right. Well, I guess we'll need to do some digging. You'll need to do some digging on your channel.
Yeah, Yuka, I'm telling you, man, I've gone there twice and didn't see you in the blocked section.
All right. Yuka, here's what I want you to do. And Massalorian, I'll tell you how you can check this. Yuka, if you can highlight your YouTube channel name, the URL, and DM that to Massalorian on Twitter. And then Massalorian, you go in on your phone and go to his channel, and those 3 little ellipses in the top right corner
will show you.
You can see if he's blocked or unblocked. That's the only easy way I know. I have so many people blocked, like YouTube doesn't even show me all of them. So if I need to unblock someone, I have to go in my cell phone using that method. Can't do it on a computer, can't do it on an iPad. It's weird. You can only do it on a phone. So try that. You can maybe he can see if you're blocked or not. And
yeah, I'm looking through right now. It's definitely not in the in the settings. You know, the settings automated filters are. It's not there.
The other thing is, I see him in your YouTube chat. I see him.
So yeah, how is he super chatting? How is he super chatting if he can't?
I don't know.
Get in there.
And we don't have chat on Restream. We don't have it up, so I know he's not talking about that.
Right. Right. Yeah. Don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm.
All right, I'm taking a picture.
I didn't think if you were blocked, there's no way you could.
He says he's not joking, but I still think he's fucking with our head. I'm going to take a picture. He just sent me his channel URL. Pam the Trader, what's up, Pamela? Pam Kate.
Pam 8. Pam.
Oh, I saw Massalorian. I saw when we were coming on live here, someone said Scarlett's probably going to be mad about Tony's thumbnail. Did you see my thumbnail?
It's risque, very risque.
Yeah.
I thought you were putting me popping my head in. What happened?
She's not happy. She's not happy about the thumbnail. I'll just be straight with you.
I hear you.
I showed it to her yesterday before I put it up. She's like, that's not very appropriate. I don't like that. Who are those girls? When did you take that photo? I was like, it's Photoshop.
I know. Yeah. Does she think she couldn't tell it was a Photoshop? Wow.
She didn't look at it that close. I said, but if I hire a photographer, would you be willing to do a photo like that with you and me? She's like, yeah, I'll do that. So So maybe we'll have a real one here, sometime in the coming weeks or months.
There you go. That sounds
At
good.
least she's a good sport.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
And I texted Alex to see if she'd be the girl number 2. No answer on that yet.
I don't know if Scarlett will go for that.
Should be fine with it.
She would?
Scarlett,
Okay.
Scarlett and Alex are friends. Yeah.
Alrighty. Whatever you say. All right, T. It's 3 minutes to 12 right now over here. I got to get to sleeps. Sleeps. Are you going live tomorrow? What's your ordeal? Are you waiting to see how the market kind of
I don't like going live when the market is just bleeding out. What's the point? If I was playing stocks, I'll be live.
I know.
I'll tell you that. If there's a play that I'm in, I like hanging out with folks.
Yeah.
I'll be live, but it also is difficult to trade and do research and keep up with everything while you're live. You know how that goes.
Yep.
So when I'm not live, I'm always communicating with the folks in the Discord, answering questions, and I'm still spending my entire day watching the stock market. But if it's red, I don't know what value add I can be just sitting here listening to people feeling sorry for themselves that the market's going down. Like, it's going to go down till it doesn't. And if we have a play we can make money in, I'm going to come on and talk about it with you guys. That you can be sure of. But if I'm not trading that day, or I'm just not feeling it, then no, I'll be doing my own thing, still working, but not live.
You still got your computers up, right, and running the monitors? I told you I busted my monitor the other night, right, when we were doing a live stream, like kicking over the floodlight.
Is that the second monitor that you bought from Craigslist or wherever?
No. That was the computer, the used computer I had to buy. Remember my computer cracked when I moved? Now it's the 27-inch Samsung monitor that crapped out. Oh my God, damn. I mean, what other piece of equipment could possibly break that I own right now?
So just a little tip on Facebook Marketplace. There's always monitors. I used to always sell my extra equipment on there, and you can pick up monitors really, really cheap in your local area.
Yeah.
Check Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, good idea. I probably should do that. I ordered a new cord because I was troubleshooting, and I believe I may have figured out that it's the cord itself. So I'm going to try that. If that doesn't work, then the next thing will be, because I don't even, I got this when I first started YouTube way back. I mean, 19 months ago for editing, right? So I could probably do I might not even need a 27-inch, although it's nice to have that when you're trying to see the quality of your pictures, how they're coming over, transferring from, OBS Studio to your editing software. I like to be able to have that big view so I can see, like, how good does it look? Is it 4K picture? How does it look? And
I forget what size my monitors are. I was looking for my tape measure. I think I have 27-inch. Anyways, I wanted to tell you while I'm thinking about it, and I still have you on live here, since you're not hosting, your mic sounds great tonight.
Weird.
No dropping, no cutting.
Nothing, right?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. Weird. And the second monitor is, like I said, it hasn't turned back on since Friday night when we fixed it. When the monitor broke, the audio got fixed, and it has been fixed ever since.
I see Scavenger Stonks in the chat. Is that the real Scavenger? Did he change his name, or is that an imposter?
Well, what's up, Scav? If it's a real Scav.
He was in, you did a live stream with him last night, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Was his name Scavenger Stonks?
Yes. No, it wasn't actually. No, it was not Scavenger Stonks. I don't believe so. No. Canucktide, you are blocked. I will go in and unblock you right now. I do see you in there, my friend. I will take you off right now.
Canuck, says I'm blocked on Mass too. Yep. Massalorian has some moderators that I don't have that have gone a little bit heavy-handed, I think. And I'm very particular about who I allow to mod, and I'm even more particular about don't fucking block or ban people.
All set.
Scott says your mic is still crackling, but maybe it is. But I mean, the quality tonight has been way better than when you were hosting.
Good. Good. Yeah, I wasn't sure how it sounded last night. Oh, he did change it today. He changed it today, he said. I see. Scavenger stonks. He does.
Okay, tell us something so that we know it's the real you, Scavenger. What do you do for a job?
I don't. The funny thing is, neither of us know the answer to this.
Neither of us know what the fuck he does. That is a joke.
B, yeah, that is a complete joke. Does he? I wonder if he knows about that whole thing. Kevin, what's going on, brother?
I don't know. There was some like opium fueled conspiracy shit going around on YouTube this morning. Scavenger's a paid hedgy. I mean, the entertainment on YouTube never ceases to amaze me. Fucking clown channels.
What would be the point of me bringing why would I start to infiltrate our I'm gonna start bringing in someone to hurt the community on my live streams? That makes a lot of sense.
Because you're a paid
what
actor.
What a moronic statement.
You're a paid actor too, Massalorian.
You and your
carefully hodled red shares. You know, they're not going to be happy, Massalorian, until all of us that are bullish on this stock are till we're run out of town. Once all of us are no longer talking about AMC, then they'll really have something to bitch about. I don't understand why the stock's going down. Nobody's talking about it anymore. Maybe because you were an asshole to everybody that likes the stock. How about you shut the fuck up?
Yeah. Just take that step back. Like I said, I try to do. If I can't say anything or add to the conversation or bring some knowledge, I'll just hiatus myself, you know? There's no need to put out nonsense. It's just, we got enough problems. We don't need to add it on the YouTube community.
Yep. Mom always said, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Yep. And Scavenger is always positive. And honestly, I need someone to counterbalance my negativity. So it works good with Scavenger because he is the complete, he brings me back into the fold as I slowly draw out.
I told him that on a live. Like when I watch his videos, like this guy's a little bit too bullish, but I appreciate that enthusiasm. And I'm glad to see somebody have still that sort of enthusiasm because I'm very much a realist. I'm bullish also, but it's not in me to make videos like that. You guys know that by now. I gotta tell it exactly like it is. And that gets me in trouble a lot, gets me a lot of haters. I can't believe that someone like Scavenger, who is so freaking
bullish,
over the top, happy, and just nonstop bullish about this stock, would already be accumulating haters. It is utter nonsense. It's utter nonsense.
I saw him. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Scavenger. Didn't you post something about that in either the community page or Twitter or something? I saw it. I liked it. I forget. You said something about like anyone saying like, I'm being too bullish. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not saying 1796 Patriot.
Stop being so bullish, Scavenger.
I know. He completes me by going a little too far.
We love you, bro. And you're one of the few remaining people that still, as far as I can tell, is still sane. Everybody else has turned out to be clowns or redcoats.
Don't know. All right, T. I'm gonna sign up. What are you doing?
Get some sleep. It's 11 o'clock here. I got to get up early too. Try and see how pre-market looks tomorrow. Thank you, one and all, moderators, admins, supporters of the channel, random viewers, first-time viewers. We love you. I know it was a little tough talk tonight, but it's a bear market. You're going to be fine. Hang in till it gets better. It's not going to be over quick. Like I said, you're not going to enjoy it. What was the remainder of that line from the movie? This isn't going to be quick. You're not going to enjoy it.
What movie is that from?
That is from the movie. I want to say 300. It was one of the Russell Crowe movies where his wife got accosted by somebody.
Yes. It's from 300. Yes, it's a dude, the senator there bangs his wife.
This
That's
won't
right.
be over quick. You won't enjoy it,
Yeah.
but you will survive. You will survive if you
We'll
have the
survive.
emotional capacity to endure a bear market. Just recognize where you're at, guys. There's no magic wand. Every stock is going to get hammered. Develop a risk balanced portfolio. Don't put everything in one stock. There's going to be a lot of great buying opportunities. I'll put out a video this week of what else I'm buying and what other price targets I'm putting on blue chips that I've either recently been buying or plan to be adding. I'm going to do one quick toast to you, Massalorian, to Scavenger, to everybody here tonight. Little Johnny Walker Black Label, because I love you guys so much, and I need to.
Cheers.
I need to go to sleep quickly tonight. So
sounds good.
Cheers. Fuck the hedgies. Fuck the shorts. Fuck all the haters. And for you true OGs, hashtag no crybabies. You are the real G. We love you.
I need tequila. Gee, I just need to shut the lights off and go to bed, I think. My best move.
Philip says that movie was Gladiator.
I don't think so.
I think it was 300, but I get those two
I think
confused.
it was 300. It was when Leonidas went away to war, his wife was in the Senate. She was asking for the Senate to approve to send more troops to help them. And he was like, yeah, if you let me hit it from the backside, I'll send some troops. And that's what.
Both excellent movies, though. Both excellent movies. I love both of them.
You know they're filming Gladiator 2 right now, right, Ridley Scott? Yeah.
They're filming Gladiator 2?
Yes.
Didn't he die?
A prequel before. Liam Hemsworth or Chris Hemsworth, one of the Hemsworth brothers is going to play the younger Gladiator, Russell Crowe.
No, I didn't know that. Awesome.
Yep. Yeah. As soon as he's done with the Napoleon epic that he's filming right now in Malta, he's going to shoot. That's another thing. Like, that's why I'm not so worried about the movies. Like, I am keeping up with what's coming down the pipeline. I mean, they're spending $180 million on this Napoleon epic movie. Like, they're going to expect to make some money back in the theaters. And that, like, those things can do good worldwide.
When I'm at the movies right now, when I'm watching all the previews, I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Yep.
There's so much good shit getting ready to come out.
Yeah.
In the next 6 months. And I'm a pretty rough critic of previews, and every preview that I've been seeing looks really, really good.
They do. Yeah. I'm hyper excited. I mean, I'm excited for Dune next year. I'm hoping Indy's going to be good. I mean, we could have some really, really, really big movies next year. Mission Impossible is going to be awesome.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. Yeah. I retweeted Tom Cruise's little 5-minute commercial, all the training he did for that motorcycle stunt.
Right?
Oh, man, crazy. That looks good. Indiana Jones. I'm a big fan of that series. Yeah, I love Harrison Ford. By the way, he's going to be in the new Yellowstone prequel. Harrison Ford.
That. Yeah, 1883, whatever it's called.
1923, I think the new one is.
Okay.
if you have Paramount.
Yes. Yeah, we got good movies coming, so I'm not that concerned about it. And just knowing that they have all these movies going on right now, that this is in production, and they have this big budget film, in Europe right now. We're now almost a third year removed from the pandemic. I think next year is going to be a good year for the theaters. I really do. I think there's going to be some changes coming, and the phase 4 of the MCU is done. So all those movies that underperformed and had terrible, after the first week they did not so well. That end of that phase of Marvel is done, right? So we're moving on to a new phase. There looks like there's some bright things coming in the future. So just don't give up on AMC yet. Don't. All right. Got it?
All right.
All right, T. I'll see you in the morning, I guess, or talk to you in the morning, afternoon. At No Crybabies.
I'll be around. It was supposed to say hashtag no crybabies, but
I was gonna say, did you mean to say hashtag? Okay.
Yeah.
Yuka, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Not the real Yuka, bad profile image.
hashtag
What is going
it's
on,
one.
right?
I was one key off. Hashtag no
Crybabies.
babies. Please feel free to steal that for Twitter, YouTube, comments, and anybody's video that's being a crybaby. Tell them to grow the fuck up. You're in a bear market.
There you go.
There we go.
There it is.
I'm going to
Russell
start using
Crowe
that.
is not in 300. That's true. It was Gerard Butler. That's right. That's
right. God damn it. How did I do
He
that?
he was Leonidas. That's right.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right. You're right.
It's true. Very true.
That's why I'm a D-list actor, Massalorian. I can't even keep the A-list guys straight.
That's why I'm a D-list actor.
I just want to say thanks.
It's a good place to close.
Thanks to all the people that called me a C-list actor. That is a compliment. That is a true compliment.
God damn. Women be throwing their panties at you. Oh boy.
All right, buddy, go get some sleep.
I will.
Thank
I'll
you
talk to you in the morning.
Geez, we will see you on the next one.
Good night, guys. Love you.